Welcome back to Fame Book. I'm still in conversation with Dr. Kamal Haasan. Now, people keep using the number 50 years, 50 years, 50 years. This might sound a little cliche, but I have to ask, does it feel like the whole thing went by really fast and you can recount how you feel
No, it didn't
on
go
the first
fast
day?
at all because it's a whole lifetime, really. No, what I think is the number is not the matter. The kind of people I met and learned from is what makes this 50 worthwhile.
Right.
I think if I had stopped acting with Kalathur Kanama and didn't do a single film afterwards, it would still be 50 years of my acting career.
Right.
But that doesn't make sense. For me, what it amounts to is a meeting of people like my meeting with people like T.K. Shanmugam.
Right.
I have met S.G. Kittappa's brother, elder brother, S.G. Kasi Iyer.
Right.
He has come to this house and taught me a few tricks of stage.
Wow, okay.
T.K. Shanmugam, T.K. Bhagavati. I have acted with T.R. Rajakumari. It's like another era. It's like saying that I know Charlie Chaplin and I've worked with him.
Right,
It's like
absolutely.
that. I mean, it's another era. Like saying that I know Gandhi.
Right.
I've dined with him. This is what I feel like. I literally have dined with Mr. MGR and Shivaji and learned a few things, asked them questions. What do I do and things like that. And they have counseled me on whatever has been my life, and that's a great thing to be. I was first taught to eat crabs by the great Savitri Amma. She fed it to me. I mean, this is a silver-lined life. If I had amounted to nothing, but the first 5 years of my career were fantastic.
Right.
I've been there, done it kind of feeling, even if I've stopped with the first 5 years of my career.
Right. So, but would you say that in these 50 years, you've sort of gone all out and done everything, and now looking back, or are there lots of things that you still want to do?
Much more, because we were so busy making money or
not a bad thing.
Not a bad thing at all, because that's what gives me the place to sit and have this interview. So,
good point.
So that's not. There are moments in these 50 years which I know I've surely wasted.
Okay.
Like I have the dubious distinction of being illiterate in 5 languages.
Okay.
So I speak them. That doesn't mean I can read and write.
That's still more than you can say for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's fine. But that's like in Tamil there is a saying that a man without slippers consoles himself by watching a man without feet.
That's true. Or there are a lot of other sayings that go the same way. So, is there a long to-do list of things that you still would like to do?
Absolutely.
What's on the top of the list?
Learning of the languages, to read and write.
Okay.
To begin with, that could take another lifetime.
Right, that's true.
To be proficient at least. Then I always wanted to learn the piano. I never.
Maybe your daughter can teach you.
Yes, she can.
Have you ever asked her for lessons, or she's like, no, Dad, sorry, I don't teach.
No, she learned it self-taught.
Oh wow, okay.
So that makes it even more
difficult.
Like the sting goes on.
Right.
I could have done it and I didn't.
Right.
So there's quite a few lists. And we were talking about, Mr. Madhavan and I were talking about a new motorcycle diaries kind of.
Right.
I wanted to ride the Silk Route.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah, so we're talking.
Although you might have 200 cameras following you while you make the journey.
That doesn't matter, but making the journey, it's safer.
Right.
To have 200
protection,
people.
Nobody messes with.
We'll be passing through Afghanistan. Anyway.
Right. You can be sure they'll be on guard. But actually speaking
at least what happens to us will be on record, if nothing else.
If nothing else, that's one way of looking at it. But actually, since you were talking about Madhavan, we should probably talk about your latest film that's coming up, Manmadan Ambu. What can you tell us about that? Maybe give us a sneak peek of what's in store.
There's no sneak up. We either give you a peek or no.
Okay, give us the peek then.
No,
we want the whole peek.
No, everyone knows what they have seen is what I can talk about. It's a very interesting film for us. I hope it's the same for the audience in the sense that it's modern. It doesn't pander to the regular pundit taste, but it definitely does pander to the audience who are slowly becoming international.
Right.
We can't claim that we are Khan's worthy, but we are people worthy.
Right.
This film is for them. It's a comedy, but not a slapstick and funny all the way. It's got romance, it's got a bit of tears, but it's quite an interesting fare.
Now, actually, one of the things that a lot of people have talked about is how you've mentioned that a cast needs to rehearse before they shoot a particular scene. For some
they
reason
make it sound like I have invented the light bulb.
It's
not
it's
true.
pretty simple,
It's
isn't it?
very simple. It's like saying that you take in a breath, that's how oxygen goes in.
Right.
And then you exhale and carbon dioxide.
It's quite a relevant point because a lot of people just say, I go and stand there and the director tells me what to say, and that's the first time.
My point is that you do a fashion parade in a college, you do a small skit in a college, you rehearse for 3 days.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it costs nothing. You earn nothing out of it, but still you do that.
Yeah.
Here, we earn money.
Right.
We pay taxes. We earn a lot of money with which a common man can retire for life.
Right.
For one film what we make.
Right.
But still, we don't want to rehearse. We think we are such big artists. I don't think there is an artist in the world who can arrogate himself to that level.
Right.
I'm not. So when I say that, there's still this diffidence, or rather infra-dig kind of a feeling when you say that you become a lesser artist with rehearsal. And there's this stupid notion in cinema that he's a one-take artist.
That actually
Doesn't make sense.
It does make sense, yeah.
Yeah, the very comfort and luxury of cinema is that you
are
can
able to
correct
do it,
yourself.
yeah.
It's like writing itself.
Better with
Yeah, you can take another paper.
tear it out and start again.
You can
right.
tear it, you can keep it, use it for some other purpose, like in the toilet, but still.
But some purpose
it
nonetheless.
is useful.
Yeah.
And you can still continue to correct yourself before you present yourself
Right.
to the audience. So I think that's the luxury of cinema, and to forego it and calling that a virtue.
Right.
It's like saying I save water, I don't bathe.
Right. But there is a similar misconception with so many different aspects of cinema, now that you come to mention it. Like you said, people saying, I just want to do one take, or I'm good because I do one take.
Yeah, like there's this notion where they say that I'm a one-take artist that might have been a virtue in times of celluloid film when it was rare, but we are in the digital era, and now we can do as much as you want, you can reuse the chip. And so I think it's very important for an actor to perfect his act.
Right.
Get his act together. That's what, get your act together is what even a common man says before he gets on to exhibit his whatever talent it is. And we don't. And that's why I think if you don't understand the basic factor, when are you ever going to become international?
Right. But do you think that things like acting schools and teaching people the methods of acting makes a difference?
Absolutely.
Yes?
It does.
Do you think we need more of those?
It does. I learned cycling because a friend of mine taught me. There were cycle shops which rented cycles.
Right.
And somebody held the back of my seat till I found my way and balance. Like that, many fields in this industry are technical.
Right.
And you need training. You cannot come. I always ask, why do you think a director from a village could come and straight away become a director in films? Would you do that if you want to become a director? You go and join another doctor at Roy Petter and demand a diploma or a certificate by the end of 5 years. No, you have to really dedicate yourself before you start. You can't go to actual war and become a soldier.
Right. You need to be trained.
You need to be trained if you're a real good army.
Right.
Otherwise, you'll be like an army of slaves. Even there were gladiators when Spartacus.
Who were trained as
they were
well.
far more superior. They had more superior training than a Roman soldier.
Right. Anyway, so what we're going to do is take another quick break here on the show. We have lots more to talk about and some of the special ladies in your life. So you looked a bit. No, don't worry, nothing dangerous.
I have many special ladies in my life.
Interesting, then we'll enjoy this segment extra. So you guys take a quick break, come right back.